How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. Welcome to my channel. We've got big news. The first big piece of information about the anniversary has dropped, and I cannot wait to share it with you. We know what the first big reward freebie prize is going to be, and it is freaking huge. It's a big deal for a lot of players. I can't wait to talk about it. On top of that, I have a ton of giveaway stuff to attend to. I have 22 prizes to give from this video. So to be clear, both the giveaways I'm discussing in this video are finished. We're just picking the winners, but we've got 22 winners from this video and then one winner from this one. So the final piece of the video you are watching now will be me picking all those winners. I like to do it all on camera so you know there hasn't been any collusion or craziness. Nothing like that. And before we talk about the crazy new information we have learned about what the first guaranteed prize reward, whatever you want to call it, with the anniversary is going to be, I do have to do a very quick plug from my sponsor of this video, Etheria Restart. So at the moment this video is live, I am currently streaming this game. Yes, I'm sponsored to play this game, but dang, I love it so much. And I really suggest you guys at least go ahead and give it a try. Today, the day this video you're watching right now is coming out, this game is officially launching globally June 5th. And at the time this video is published, I will be live streaming the game for many, many hours. I will be streaming it. I'll be re-rolling. I'll be grinding. I would anticipate I will stream for at least 8 hours, maybe a dozen. I don't know. So at least come check it out and say hi. This game is worth the hype. I know I seem like this ultimate total fanboy about it, but it's because I kind of am. At least right now. Anything can happen with these games, but to start off, it's like the best situation to a new game in this genre starting I've ever seen. It's a turn-based RPG, but it's the same kind of hero collecting and hero building as Watcher Realms, with also a lot of other fresh things and some other really incredible things on launch, like the best PvP I've ever seen. Certainly on a new game, but maybe inside a gacha game in general. So if you want, again, the game went live today. The first day this game has ever been globally available is today. The main servers are all open. It had only been test servers and beta servers before that. If you want to come and join me, use my link to download directly. You'll find it in the description and the top 10 comments. You can also use my QR code right here. I'm telling you, you're going to want to try this game. At least give it a shot because you're going to see it a lot on this channel one way or another. All right, guys, thank you. Back to the video. Okay, my friends, enough of the teasing. The big news comes from where a lot of big news comes from lately, and that is the Dev Insight, the Dev Q&A. Certain questions, they are vague, they are political, they're weird. Certain questions, they give very straightforward, very deliberate answers. You have to remember, the devs receive many more questions than what they choose to feature in the Dev Q&A each week. And the questions they choose often are to serve their own agenda. And the very first question featured on yesterday's Dev Q&A, the Q&A for this week, they made a really intentional, a very conscious choice to make sure it was a question about reset books. It's a couple different questions where they're finding different players, different people asking the same kind of questions. And here it's multiple questions about reset books. And look at the answer. Clear as day. Thanks for your feedback. The Hero Reset book is considered to be a very rare item. We will give out this item as a free reward during the second anniversary celebration this year. Please stay tuned. Nothing more to it. There's no lines to read between. They're saying as part of the second anniversary celebration, which should be kicking off in about 1 month, between 4 and 6 weeks from today, we know that they're giving us a free reset book. And they don't say it's like for certain players, it's not going to be a tournament thing, it's not going to be a select thing, it's not going to be pay to win. They're saying it is a free reward as part of the second anniversary celebration. They've only globally given us a reset book once before. That was part of the Frostfall Jamboree this past year, 2024, right around Christmas time. And essentially it was like you log in, you complete very basic stuff, you max out the event. And I think the fourth of the 5 pages of rewards, the top prize there, was the reset book. That time and this time are the only times they have packaged the reset book as a prize, as a thing they want to give the players, as a resource they're gifting us, right? They did give it to us one other time, but that was because there was a huge drama at the start of 2024. This was in like March 2024 with Boreas and the need to nerf him or not nerf him or whatever. They obviously did nerf him and people went kind of crazy, somewhat rightfully so, sometimes a little less rightfully so. You can go back and litigate that as much as you want. However, Myself and many other people suggested you need to have some kind of reset event or reset currency. In stepped the reset book. And that was the only time we ever got one. March as compensation for the Boreas debacle, Boreas Gate, whatever you want to call it. And then it only came back for the first time ever as an actual intentional prize, an intentional reward at the end of 2024. So this was from March until like mid-December. We're talking like 9 months. Finally, they brought it back. It was part of the Frostfall Jamboree, and everyone got one. So there have only been 2 available ever if you've been playing since February, March 2024 and on. Most people only have the one from this past Christmas, and some people that are newer players have 0. This is going to be the 3rd opportunity ever to get one, the 2nd opportunity ever to get one intentionally as a reward. And as they state here, it's considered to be a very rare item. So don't expect this to come back soon. I think the earliest we could expect it again would be the Frostfall Jamboree for 2025, whatever the Christmas, New Year, winter event for 2025 is. So this is a huge deal. This really informs how you build your characters, because you can be a little looser, a little less freaked out when it comes to using your unpolished soulstones, or certainly your polished soulstones, because you know you have that mulligan, you have that redo, you have that reset in the form of a book. The final thing to think about is some people can just use this immediately because you've made a clear and obvious mistake. If you put a bunch of soulstones into your Morrigan, go ahead and get them back. Essentially, for certain players, this reset book is going to be a refund of 3 polished soulstones. Or maybe you put a bunch of soulstones into Iax, but you don't use them anymore. I know a lot of people are in that situation. You could reset that and get 3, 4, 5 unpolished soulstones back. It depends how much you put into that character. And then the craziest is some people are new to the game. They see a soulstone. They don't know how rare it is. How could they know? They're new to the game, and they put like 3 into Calypso. Go ahead and get those back. These reset books are the most valuable resources in the game because they enable the proper use and the proper fixing of the best, scarcest, most OP resources. All right, that is the hype. Thank you for indulging me on the Etheria ad. Thank you for indulging me on my crazy hype rant. If that's all you wanted, thank you. If you want to find out if you're a lucky winner, let's do that now. In total, we have 23 different winners to select. No one is allowed to win twice. I do apologize. The first one we're going to pull from is from these Easter giveaways I was supposed to give out during Easter, but didn't find out about until May. So this is a video I made 2.5 weeks ago with Moonton's permission. These are rewards they will provide. So part of the requirement for this is I needed everyone's UID. And then I asked you the question to answer in the comments to be part of the giveaway. What is one Watcher of Realms video you've always wanted to see and never have seen? I won't be that strict as we pick winners right now that people like suggested a good video, but they have to have engaged with my prompt in some way. So they need to have given their UID and answered something about a video they wanted to see. First things first, we'll pick 20 winners that are going to get 300 diamonds each, and I'll respond in the comments as well so you know that you won. Then we are going to have our second prize. This is like the runner-up. They get 10 rare summoning crystals, a 10 pull. And then finally, first prize will get 5 ancient summons, 5 ancient summoning crystals. So in total, that's 22 winners. And then from this giveaway, because the Knicks won Game 5 against the Pacers, only to lose in Game 6. But I said if they won, I would do a takeover giveaway, and they did win that game. So we'll do one other giveaway. It will be a free takeover from yours truly. That brings us to 23 total giveaways. I've got a random comment picker over here, guys. Let's try to go as fast as we possibly can. Anything goes? Sure. Allow duplicates? No. So let's go. First up, who's it going to be? They got to load in those comments. Hopefully once they do that, I can just keep going. That is a lot of comments. Boy, oh boy. Let's pick a winner. We got Village Pediatrics. I've always wanted to see a video on different ways to beat the last stage in campaign. There's so many videos like that. I did say videos no one's done before, but it's okay. Village Pediatrics. It's all right. Let's paste you in as our first winner of 300 diamonds. All right, on to the next one. Can I just pick another winner? Looks like I can. We got C. Supati. I see this guy in chat a lot. The most wanted video, what I can think, is what rare heroes are good to keep and what content they're good on. I've made that video. Search rare heroes, Fastidious. I've made that video 2 different times. The most recent one is the best one. There's only 3 rares that I find to be worthy. All right, 2 winners down, 18 more to go. I'll make myself a little smaller. We got a lot to get through here. We've got a lot to get through here now, don't we? Let's keep going. I like that I don't have to keep reloading everyone in. We got Alex Sh 991. He says, how do you play War from scratch? I've streamed this a lot, but I guess I've never made a straight video on it. And then War Evolution, how the game has changed since release. I think those are probably the most interesting suggestions. But there you go. You're on the list. I'm getting faster. You guys can see I'm getting better at this. Thank you, Alex. 17 more. Jesus Rodriguez. This is someone I know well. We call him Doom Guide. I think he's even in my guild right now. He says, I really wish we started to see theme groups taken down. Like just beating content, but just summoners or just a poison team. All right, sure. I was kind of doing this to source video ideas. Some of them pretty good, some of them less good, but it's okay. I'm not going to say which are good and which aren't. We got 16 more to go, Sergeant Jack, so this doesn't count. This I'll never count, guys. So it's like you need to participate with the prompt in some way. Otherwise, it's not fair to the viewers that did. So I apologize to you, Sergeant Jack. Let's continue. Gallo Glass. I'm not 100% certain that this video has never been made. How would you rebalance heroes that have been power crept? I think that's very cool. That's a cool idea. Nice one. Thank you, Gallo. I'm impressed that I'm getting faster. You guys didn't see when I cut with C. Supati. This took me way too long to paste in. All right, we're cooking. We're cooking. We got Chris KP. Been playing 6 months. Love the vids. Thank you, sir. He says, I would like a video about getting through Onslaught without options, with less Legos. I don't know what he means by Onslaught. Does he mean Tide? Not going to happen. It's BP content. The only way you're going to do the top stuff is it's literally impossible to do with epics because it's completely BP only. But there you go. You got put in the list. I think is that what he means by Onslaught? I don't know. Also, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm realizing since I asked all these people to leave their UID, I'm not going to individually respond to every comment. So hopefully you watch this whole video. Otherwise, you'll just get a nice little surprise in your inbox. We got Kayer Likes Bjorn. One sec. All right, put him in the list. What did he say? A quick video showing each must-know war CC in a quick 2 to 3 minute introduction. This is very cool. I like this. I do think I make about as big an effort as anyone to feature different content creators on the channel, but I could always do more. I like this. I'll just tell you, if you guys made it to this point in the video, if you've got like a favorite CC that maybe you don't think I know, you can leave their name in the comments. I'll check them out for sure. I love, featuring new content creators, discovering new content creators. This is a very cool idea. Alex Baker, here we go. I'd like to see an updated video on a tier list for artifacts for each character type. It's not a bad idea, but it's going to be a long, long time, I would say. I will say, he says he likes the legendary tier lists. I'm going to do a lot new, as I update the tier list, which is something I'm doing, there's going to be a lot of new videos kind of like that. So that's something that you can count on a little bit. All right, let's keep it moving. Thank you, Alex. You're one of the lucky winners. We got Shalyear. Thanks for the video. Very useful. I appreciate it. But again, you have to answer the prompt. We got Alton Oldham. He looks like he did. Understanding team comps for guild boss based off the characters you have, just like the meta comp for each faction. It's a cool idea. Some of these ideas I think are more realistic than others, but that is a very cool idea. I like it, Alton. Let's keep it moving. We've got B Tetra 8. How much does Nightmare faction attack speed boost actually affect heroes? So much. You can visually see it. Test out yourself, and if you still need a video, comment, then I can maybe make a video. But yeah, I mean, it's 35% of the attack speed. It's a lot. You can really see it. Saeed K, where's the most important place to spend your stamina and your auto chances? Really depends on where you are. But yeah, I guess it could be a broader video where you answer the questions for different players at different progression levels. Kind of cool idea. Canadians, oof, tough look. Always trying to find more in-depth videos about specific timings for heroes for certain guild bosses. All right. Nothing about that's a new video, but certainly you answered the prompt. There you go, Canadians. Seemed like you were polite. I'm going to assume at least based on your nationality. We got DM Green 96. Let me just throw this in here. DM is in the list. He says a video on what is the best way to use Awakening Shop early. Interesting. I've definitely made that video, but obviously the shop has expanded. Yeah, maybe I'll do an updated shop guide. That's not a bad idea at all. We got Michael McGuigan. He says, please make a video about how to figure out which gear sets go to which champions. I almost don't want to accept this. Like every piece of content is that. But I guess, all right, well, let's take it in a better direction. It's like you could go broader strokes. Like generally, this is how you gear your healers. Generally, this is how you gear Infernal Roar DPS, stuff like that. There was something there. That's a video I thought about a while ago, like a series Maybe we'll do this, something like that for the anniversary. Oftentimes, it's very unclear whether vulnerabilities or damage break only applies for the caster. It's always for everybody. If it's a visual debuff you see, it's for everybody, unless it's listed as just part of their own skill. That's something you should just read the tooltips. You'll figure it out. Don't worry. You're in the list, though. Let's continue. We got Drago here. I want to see an all-epic team APOC 2 that can one-key it. No. Well, it's impossible. You could use better gear than exists, and you couldn't do it. You could probably get kind of far nowadays with people like Vixera and Elysia, but that you're not going to see that video. I guess. All right, let's take it more serious. I could try to see how high I could get with epics only, but there's no epic that has a damage mitigation buff, right? Like an Aelin or a Diao-Chan or a Pharisee. Certainly none that's like obvious. You could use Draga for damage reduction, but yeah, you want to see a video you want to see something doesn't exist. Best artifacts for everyone, even if you don't have their exclusives. That is an entire thing on my website. Just please go use that. People think they want a video like this, but then this video would be 1 hour and 45 minutes. I don't think people want that video. Maybe you do. Let me know. But you made the list. All right. Want to see a video? Where a video of all hero skills from legendary at least to epic. Yeah, presentation of interest. I mean, maybe for the anniversary. I mean, that now you're talking about like a 3-hour video, something like what Ash would do. Two more. It's pretty far out. A video about what gear is good for the great heroes. Oh my god. I don't mean to be rude, but that's am I crazy in thinking that's every video? Watch any guide, watch any takeover. You'll see that I'm never not choosing whether I'm right or wrong. It's what I believe to be the optimal gear for that situation. For me, it's gear guides for mid/early late game. What's the minimum requirements for a team in Abyss? I'll say that is a video I have planned. Just like what's the least you could use to get 5K. People always want this, but you're never going to be able to check off every box for every person. Like I'm always like, let's do epics only, but really good gear. And people are like, the gear's too good. And then I'm like, okay, let's do legendaries included, but worse gear. And people are like, you use legendaries. And it becomes a tough thing, right? It's really hard to balance, especially like when my account has good gear, the test server has good gear. It's hard to have like mediocre gear. I try to save some just for videos, but yeah. All right. Those are our 23rd place winners. You guys are all going to win 300 diamonds. Congratulations. We've got now our second place. This person's going to win a 10 pop. Who's it going to be? We got Red Rabbit Dance. Might be cool to see a video on common mistakes people make that could be limiting their progress. All right, let's put this in. Congratulations, Red Rabbit Dance. You are the lucky winner of the 10 pull, the 10 rare summons. So hopefully that helps you with something spicy this anniversary season as it's getting going. Now 5 ancient pulls. This is our grand winner. 5 ancient summons. These could be 5 Valderons. I would like to see a video with strategies for demon soldier attacks and defense. Nice suggestion. This is certainly something I've never done. This is something everyone else has done. Go watch Corey War. Go watch Corey. That's like most of his content, and it's very good. But hey, it was a fine suggestion, and you are our grand prize winner, Nexus 6 Martin. Finally, we've got the free takeover that I will provide myself. This is not from Moonton. This is from me. This is something I try to do about once every 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that maybe. This was a different thing, right? It was from a different video. The rules were different. For this, you had to do 2 things. So this is going to take me a moment. You had to answer how you think the banner pity system could be better. And then you had to post on my Vorngate video sharing your thoughts with Moonton. So we're only going to pick a winner that has done both. Let's add in the new YouTube link. So this is a different video now. Let's load in those comments. While we do that, I'll pull up that Vorn video just so we're completely ready to cross-reference. All right, this is the Vorn vid. So we'll go check that with a Control F afterwards. Let's pick a winner. 188 comments. Waylander War. He says, I keep seeing everyone saying after 200 summons, you get the banner hero. That's crazy to me. At the end of the day, it's a gacha game, and there needs to be risks elsewhere. Where's the fun? However, I do think there should be a pity, but I'm of the mind it should be quite high. So my example would be a gradual percentage increase every 200 summons, and it's guaranteed on the 1000th pull. I like this idea, assuming that the banner pity you're building carries over to the next banner. So let's say you made it 600 pulls into this banner, you increased your rate, but you never hit the banner hero. You should pick up where you left off at pull 620 onto the next banner. But this is pretty close to my line of thinking. So there we go. All right, there we go. I had to scroll all the way to the bottom so the Control F would look for everything. Waylander, there he is. He says, I mean, I paid and I 100% went for him because I had plans to put the buff on Setrum. Can't argue with that. I will say Setram at A1 has the same buff that Vorn's passive has at base. It's identical. They've even changed the wording. Go check out Setram's A1. But yeah, I mean, pretty dang fair. So basically this was saying, like, what do you guys want to say to Moonton about the Vorn Gate stuff? And yeah, I mean, he spent money hunting for something that he had the rug pulled out on him from. Not cool. Not cool. Winner. Okay, there we go, guys. Those are our 23 winners. I know this video dragged on a lot at the end, but that's how it goes, baby. If we want to, be transparent and show you guys the selection of all the winners so people don't think they get screwed, because some people would always think they got screwed. Thank you to Mitchell for editing this video. That guy's awesome. My fantastic editor. Not so often on this channel, all the time on my Raid channel. But yeah, if you like the edits that seem a little more fun and involved, that's him, baby. And then on top, thank you guys for supporting me, and please subscribe to, there it is. Where's the subscribe button? It would be there. It would be like right there if it wasn't myself and my channel. So subscribe. Thank you. I've been Fastidious. If you like my stuff, do it. Subscribe, share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.